Hi there, Year 2 agents. Agent Yates here again in my slightly bizarre, blurry lighting. Apologies for that in the hall, but I have a literacy mission for you today, and it's one that I'm very excited about. I know we looked at letter writing last week because of the book The Day the Crayons Quit, and I know that you wrote some lovely letters to each other. We're looking at another form of writing today, very similar to the informal style of letters, and these are postcards. I'll tell you why we're looking at postcards in just a second, but for this to work you definitely need to switch your imaginations on and make sure that the imagination cogs are whirring inside your brain, ready for a very exciting learning mission. I need to tell you about some postcards that started arriving at school, and you'll want to listen quite carefully to these and read them carefully if you can as well, because you will need this knowledge for a comprehension quiz that I've set for you today. So some postcards started arriving at our school recently. Nothing that strange about that. We don't get a lot of postcards at school, but sometimes they happen to come here. But all of these postcards were from Miss Beaver. So with lots of Miss Beaver's posts, we've been putting in a special pile ready to send on to her. Usually, though, it's information about courses or some bits and bobs about literacy because she loves literacy. But these postcards started to stand out. And it wasn't just one postcard. We started getting a few more. And I thought, this is very strange. There's something very strange about each of them. And let me show you what I mean. At first glance, this appears just to be a normal postcard, a postcard of Paris, actually. This is just outside a very famous gallery in Paris. But the thing that I found strange and started to notice more and more was that each of these postcards had a cat on the front. And actually, I couldn't stop thinking about it. Here there is a cat having a bit of a bath in that pool of water there just outside the art gallery. And it just left me a bit confused. So I thought, I need to find out what's going on here. So I gave Miss Beaver a call. I said, would you mind if I have a look at these postcards? They're very strange. I can't figure out what's going on. And she said, Mr. Yates, if you want to, you can read them. And so I've scanned them in so you can have a look at what they say. Here is what was written on that first postcard from Paris. Let me show you it in full screen. It's a very strange postcard, and actually I think this was sent quite a while ago and probably struggled to get to the school in the post because the address was a little bit wrong. It says Miss Beaver, Meowledge School, Farnham, Surrey, England. And of course, we're not Meowledge School, we're Rowledge School, so maybe that was why it was so delayed. I'll show you what I mean, because you might remember a little while ago when Miss Beaver was moving house, her cat Colin disappeared for a little while. And Colin was discovered in the end to be inside a cupboard at a neighbour's house, and Miss Beaver had a little bit of worrying and then realised where he was and all was fine. But it turns out that I think Colin wasn't in that wardrobe the whole time. In fact, Colin was doing some extraordinary things. Let me read you this postcard. Hi there. I bet you weren't expecting to be receiving this postcard, were you? Well, surprise, it's me, Colin. I am in Paris. I hope this hasn't come as too much of a shock to you. I know I appear to be comfortable at home, but I've been getting itchy paws. I have booked a round-the-world ticket and I'm off exploring. I love Paris. I have chased pigeons, climbed the Eiffel Tower and taken a dip outside the Louvre. I'll send another postcard from my next stop. Lots of love, Colin. So fancy that. It turns out that Colin wasn't just missing, Colin was off exploring and has sent some postcards back. And because of that silly mistake in the address, they have only just started arriving. So this one arrived a couple of weeks ago, and as I say, I thought nothing more of it. But before long, there was another one through the post dogs here at school, and it was this one. Let me show you this. This is where my suspicions started to rise. Have a look at the front of this postcard. It says, travel to Borneo, which is a name for an island in Malaysia. And look, there's an elephant there in the middle of the jungle, and riding on the elephant's back, none other than Colin. Let me show you what this postcard says. Hi again. I'm really enjoying my round-the-world adventure. It has been fantastic so far. I spent a few more days in Europe before jumping on a plane to Asia. I feel completely at peace here in the jungles of Borneo. I've made friends with a few other cats that are a little larger and a bit more wild than me. I was even given a ride by a Borneo pygmy elephant. What fun it has been. I think I'm ready to relax though. I'm just searching my atlas for somewhere to have a real break. I hope you are well and you're not missing me too much. Lots of love, Colin. And of course, little did Colin know that Miss Beaver was missing him because she didn't know he was off on this adventure. She never received these postcards until now. Amazing, really. He left a little paw print there, went exploring in the jungles and took a ride. Let's have another look at that picture. A ride on the back of a pygmy elephant. What an amazing thing to be doing. No wonder he's gone for such a long time having this amazing adventure. I've got one more postcard to show you this morning, but this is where I end up a little bit confused because it mentions another one and nothing has come through the post yet here at school. But let me show you the final postcard that we did receive. This one here. It says, "Aloha from Hawaii," and there, relaxing on a sunbed on a tropical beach, is Colin. Goodness me, Colin. I think he's been having far too much fun. Let's read this postcard together. "Aloha from beautiful Hawaii. I've really enjoyed finding the perfect spot to chill out and relax. It was definitely needed after all the exploring so far. I've had a go at surfing, but I don't think I'm cut out for water sports. A local cat has tried to talk me into trying parasailing, but I prefer lazing in the sun on the beach. I'm really beginning to miss home though. I think one more stop before I head home, somewhere vibrant and colourful. Lots of love, Colin." I mean, amazing. 3 postcards from around the world from a cat, a travelling cat. Who would have thought such a thing could happen? Now, these postcards I think are very interesting. I hope you've been listening and reading them carefully. I'm going to send you a copy you can print and read if you want to as well, because I have set a comprehension quiz for you all about these postcards. But did you spot the unusual thing at the end of this? It mentions going to another destination, and I haven't received another postcard, but I've had a thought. Hopefully I'll let you know more tomorrow, possibly about where Colin may have been heading that is vibrant and colourful, and we might be able to fill in the gaps so that Miss Beaver has a full collection of postcards from Colin's adventure. Good luck with your comprehension mission today. Over and out.